Uh, Hello, my name is Ratcha, and this is Ratcha's podcast, episode number one. Today I'll be talking to ShadyVox. Um,
Hello.
Hi, Shady. Uh,
Hi. I'm number one. How exciting.
yeah, I'm doing it the first time, so I'm number one too.
Oh, you're always number one in my books.
Thank you. Uh, so, for people who don't know you, can you tell about who you are, where you're from, and what you do?
My name is ShadyVox. I don't do anything, but I make silly, stupid voices and music on the internet. And I am from England, though I am often mischaracterized as either being from America, Ireland, Canada, and a whole host of other English speaking places that I do not reside from because my origin is as complicated and weird as my accent.
Wow. Are you not originally from United Kingdom?
Yes, I am, but I often get asked where I'm from natively, and a lot of the assumption is either Canadian or American, to which I am neither. I've been to America a few times. I've never been to Canada, but I've heard it's very cold up there with the igloos and Eskimos and, you know, that sort of stuff.
All right. Um. Yeah. So
I'm
have
just trying to
you?
make this as interesting as possible for you.
Yeah. So
It's okay to fumble on the first episode. You're going
yeah,
to
I
be
know.
figuring things out as we go. So I am. Can we curse? By the way,
Yeah, yeah, we can curse.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I am totally prepared for the shit show that is going to end up happening with having me on board. But you'll find something that works out.
Yeah, I believe first like 30 episodes will be completely shitty because I've never did this before. So yeah.
I would be surprised if you can have 30 guests on your show, Ratcha.
Yeah, same. Well, I have a list of 10 guests. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to have all of them, but
What,
we'll
at
hope.
once?
No, at once will
That would be
be a mess.
amazing. That'd be incredible. If you can get like a fucking a webcam call of 10 people in at the same time. Oh my god. First of all, how the fuck would you even organize that? Because time zones will be all over the place. I'm speaking as if this theoretical is actually fucking happening, but that would be awesome. That you should do that as a oh god, like a 10th episode sort of anniversary kind of thing. Get all 10 guests back.
That will be really amazing, but like these people are from all over the world
Yeah, but if we lock it in weeks in
in a
advance,
cage.
then you've got no excuse. You could put them in a cage, yeah, sure. Then they'd be forced to do it. But if you lock it in early, then you could totally do it. And if you do it on a weekend, then everybody can order takeout and get like Chinese in or something. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll
Fuck yeah.
I'll try. I'll try to at least have some of them on the podcast.
Oh fuck yeah. I mean, you can have me back at any point that you want, and I won't
Yeah,
even say anything. I'll just sit in the back. I'll just sit in the back and look cute. I'll
and
try to look
make
cute.
snarky comments about my
Oh,
podcasting style.
I will be so sassy you won't even want me there.
I'll throw you out if you do this.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll just shut up then.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I don't care. I'll be there for the sass.
All right. So yeah, this is
Yes.
difficult. This is more difficult than I've expected. All right, I wanted to talk to you about the
Mm-hmm.
stuff you do, like the music,
Okay. Okay.
the stuff in the fandom. Like,
Okay.
yes, how did you start your work as a musician, as a creative?
Uh oh God. Um Music sort of happened by circumstance of being interested in other stuff. I initially started delving into like rhythm games like Rock Band and Guitar Hero and
Hmm.
when Rock Band came out, they had like the drum kit expansion sort of part. You could play the drums, and they had the actual
Yeah.
fucking the really fucking shitty plastic instrument thing. That was it was like 50 fucking like a new set of that was like 50 fucking quid. But I would always hit it so goddamn hard it would break in about 2 weeks. So I went through at least 3 fucking kits, and I had like custom mods on it where it would be like sensors that would go over the pads and shit. And eventually I learned how to do like some sort of rhythm on drums. And then I started getting into sound designing against videos and stuff, and then being able to do music on top of these videos. And I had people hiring me for really okay wages at the time, for like song stuff, like asking to recreate music and shit, which was easily done. So I initially started really being a cover artist of sorts. And then I learned how to start writing originals and kind of went from there. And now I think I'm relatively okay at making music, and people like to listen to my stupid shit, which is always nice. But yeah, I actually started doing music with rhythm games, notably just pounding the shit out of fucking Rock Band drums.
Oh, that sounds really cool. And like, how long have you been doing this?
Oh god. I started playing Rock Band when I was about, oh god, let me see. I'm gonna have to bring up Wikipedia. Rock Band 1 release date, because I got it on the Xbox 360 back when that was a fucking November 20th, 2007.
Oh
Jesus
shit,
Christ. So we're going
that's
back
long
12,
ago.
yeah, 12 years we're going back. But I got a fucking Xbox 360 when Halo 3 dropped. So Halo 3 release date UK. When did that come out? Hang on. It's not giving me. Let me just put release date. Um, 25th of September 2007.
Yeah.
So a few weeks before Rock Band dropped. So I was a pro gamer in 2007, and now I've got 12 years of experience on me. So I am a pro dank epic gamer. But I've been playing rhythm games for about, well, I wouldn't say 12 years because I stopped a good couple of years ago. But I was playing rhythm games back in 2007 up until about 2012. So I played for a good 5 years, and then I started getting into original music. So I've been doing music since about 2012, I think. So about 7 years I've been making music.
Nice. Wait, so that means like, if I remember correctly,
Mm.
the first album of Scratch 21 was in 2014, is it?
Yes, it was. I started writing that. I'm gonna have to punch in my own fucking album in Wikipedia here to get the release date. I should know this. I think it's the 23rd of December, 2014. Yes, it is. 23rd of December, 2014. And I started writing the very first song, which was Sorry Jack, in the December of, oh, fuck. No, the January of 2013, because I was 21 at the time when I started writing original music. That's why I called it Scratch 21. Um, and that was, yeah, 2014. But before the Scratch album dropped, I was doing music for various YouTube channels and stuff that were doing like covers and parodies and shit like that.
Hmm.
But the first Scratch album is where I actually started uh, sort of branching myself out and doing original music. So yeah, started doing music in 2012, but started actually writing originals around 2013, then released an album in 2014.
Yeah, I see.
Mhm.
Um, I wanted to ask, I've googled a little. I was always thinking that Scratch 21 is like a one man band, like Gorillaz, which has like a musician and an artist. But
Right,
then I've learned that like you have several other people there.
right. It's
And
well, the thing with Gorillas, I'm not too sure what the actual creative process is for Gorillas. I'm not too sure if it is just a one person manning all of the production for the music. But the way it was with Scratch and the way it has been is that I essentially write everything: drums, bass, guitars, vocals, melodies, synth, lyrics, everything I manage. But I have a so there's four characters in Scratch. There's Matt, Riley, Cooper, and Ed,
Yeah.
and they all play their respective parts. But for the other, so I play Matt, and Matt takes lead guitar. Well, he doesn't take lead guitar. He takes more like rhythm guitar, and vocals, lead vocals. And then we have Cooper on bass, Ed on backing guitar, and Riley on drums. Now, those other three members have have designated vocal artists who I refer to if I write harmonies or certain parts of like dialogue or shit, because there's sometimes in the songs where it could be the band members like fucking yelling at each other or whatever. So I do have them on part to refer to, but as far as the creative process and production goes, I manage everything. So it is a one man band sort of project, but creatively, when it comes to playing other roles, I divide it to the other members, but only on the vocal parts. I still record the guitars, the bass, the drums, and everything else in between.
Nice. Yeah, that's an
Yeah.
interesting process.
Mm.
And like, what is like? How do you come up with like the ideas for songs, like for music, like the creative
Um,
process behind it?
Yeah. The first album was more of an experimental sort of take to see if I could actually fucking do it, if I could write originals. But there were heavy inspirations from old Blink 182 albums, music that I used to listen to in my youth, and I still do listen to it now. Whereas this album, I'm leaning more towards a darker sound. But inspiration, I think, comes. I'm sort of like heavy emotion, I think, brings out the best creative um, streak for me. Without giving too much detail into what the next album is going to be about, it is linked to, excuse me, it is linked to
Hmm.
sort of heavier emotions and more angrier, negative sort of connotations. And it could be a case of finding a riff in a guitar line that I like and incorporating that into a mix. It could be a drum rhythm that I enjoy. Fuck me.
It's alright.
Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just dying over here. Or it could be like a drum rhythm that I enjoy, or like two lines of lyrics that I like, and then I sort of build a theme around that. The inspiration comes in different sort of ways as well as the motivation, but the way that I try and do it is that I write the music first, like the instrumental,
Hmm.
and then I try and match a lyric or emotion to match that, or sometimes going the complete fucking polar opposite of to the instrumental that I made, because sometimes it can be an interesting sort of juxtaposition for that. But ordinarily, it will be that I'll write a piece of music with a theme already in mind, and then I sort of build around that sort of sound and emotion kind of deal. I don't know if anything I just said made fucking sense, but I'd like to. It might have
Well,
just been very inspirational word vomit that I just spouted, but I tried.
yeah, well, for a person who doesn't make music, it kind of makes sense.
Okay,
But
well that's good.
well,
You
yeah,
understand me at least. That's good. I'm not completely fucking nuts.
yeah, and like, when's the new album?
Oh Christ. Um. Well, at the moment, it is in a case of still being worked on. I think I've got like four or five songs that are fully instrumentalized. But the way it's going to be working is that I'm going to be releasing the songs as a case of steady singles.
Hmm.
And then when I have like 10, 12, or whatever fucking number I'm happy with, then I press it all into one collective, like record CD. Can I do it without the voice break? CD, one collective record, and then I push it out that way. Otherwise, if I just leave it to a case of being like, I'm only going to release it when everything is ready, then it could be another fucking year at this point. But I also make my living working for other people doing their projects. Like I'm working on an original show that I'm co-producing called Volpwood. I'm working on a show with Pymations called Sheriff Hayseed, which I'm very excited to be working on. I do the voice of Sean the Donkey. I also do sound design and original scoring. And I do have to sort of put the paid work in priority first, but I'd like to hope that I can get another single out before the end of the year, and that's what I'm working towards.
I see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, about the new album,
Mm-hmm.
do you like? Is it like a whole thing with an idea that goes through all the tracks, or is it just like several tracks that you wrote throughout the year?
A minute long, and when I say a song, I mean an instrumental, basically. But I could write various tracks, and they could go nowhere, or they could develop into a full track. It's kind of weird in how it works. But I do want the album to be a sort of collective story where it's something that you would listen to in one sitting. I don't know if anybody has the patience to listen to a fucking album for an hour, but I I'm writing it in a way where one track sort of blends into the next one.
Yeah,
Uh, so it's like a full experience sort of thing. But I'm also trying to combine it so there is a sort of a consistent narrative as well. So it is a big, ambitious project. I haven't really done anything like it before, but it's not going to be with the first album where it was a case of, I don't even know if you can call it for 5 songs. It was very short, but a sort of scattered list of different ideas. This I'm attempting to make a full narrative with this next album.
I see. Do you
Mm-hmm.
have like a huge goal about your like career in music?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, do you make it just you start the day, you have the mood, and you write music, or do you have like an end goal where you are the greatest musician in United Kingdom, or like I don't know.
I get what you're saying. I've never performed a live show. Um, I tell a lie. I've performed with 2 microphones, one being against me and one being on an acoustic guitar, where I performed one song at a convention maybe 5 years ago. I don't intend to tour with my music or be on stage or be performing in shows, bars, or whatever. I
No, no,
just do
no.
it.
I mean, like you can be a huge musician without performing live,
Right.
like on YouTube or whenever, wherever, like the music is, SoundCloud.
Sure. I'm not really looking for like the medals or like the trophies or anything. It's just more like the, I suppose, the recognition, if anything, of being able to say, "Hey, I did this, and I'm making music that people are listening to." Well, it's whether people like it or don't like the stuff I'm producing, because everyone gets their critics, but someone taking the time out to listen to my stuff, I like as more than anything. And I don't personally care whether or not I ascend to being recognized by name or not. Obviously, that's nice, but as long as I'm able to make a living, pay my rent, and keep doing what I'm doing, then I'm happy. And if
Yeah,
I
sounds
happen
reasonable.
to, if I happen to sell a couple of CDs and shirts or stickers, or, there's people playing my music at, house parties or private events, or, just some fucking person in their bedroom, then I'm happy.
I see. Yeah, that's really cool.
Mm. I'd
Hmm.
like to tell you that, I'm swatting fans away as my bodyguard tries to get me into the back of my Lamborghini, but I don't ever think that's going to be happening, and I don't care if it ever happens.
Yeah, I can respect that. Like, if you do what you like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I make a decent living now. I work from home. I get voice requests and payments every so often where, you know, it comes with the territory. I I I send you a recording telling you that your product is the best product in the world and this is why you should buy it. It's all fucking work at the end of it, you know? If you
Hmm.
give me money, I will do the voice and I will tell people to buy your shit. And that's just how it fucking goes. But I do it from home, and people are considerate enough to have me in for their project, and it helps me out. And at the end of the day, I'm just trying to sell a product, which is myself. So if I'm picked up for voice work or music or whatever, I'm happy to do it, and I very much appreciate being considered for it.
Yeah. Is there a lot of like commercial work for like advertisements or like voice work just where you just talk?
Oh, sure. Yeah. There's everybody is always looking for that sort of advertisement, pitch when it comes to anything. You won't see me on like TV shows or radios or anything like that. I don't have that contact or that extension to get that sort of work. But, there are some YouTube channels and indie productions where they need a narrator or they need something commercial. And,
Hmm.
I am obviously going to be far cheaper than paying for a studio professional rate.
Oh yeah.
Um, and I'm happy to be paid a little bit less if it means I get that work. But
Yeah.
you're not going to see me on the fucking Britain's Got Talent or BBC anytime soon. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm happy to be paid, you know, £20 for an hour of my time. Absolutely okay with that. And the producer and director will be okay with that as well. So
Oh
it's
yeah.
a mutual agreement. They get their product. I get the money and I can buy myself a little can of soda. So I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So, do you have any like other large projects except Scratch 21?
Um, Volput, which is an original animated series that I'm working on with Jan Animations,
Mm-hmm.
and that revolves around a little cartoon fox boy and his misadventures in the world of I don't know, cartoon. It's just it's essentially cartoon like catastrophe of anything can happen and can go wrong. So why the fuck not? But we've been working on a 22-minute pilot for the last oh gosh, 3 years. And I'm doing the voice of Lucas, Sheldon. Me and Jan Animations have managed casting, uh, directing, scripts, and everything like that in between. And hopefully, we will be seeing it coming out soon. I'm doing original scoring, and it's completely original. Creatively, it's both come from both of us. What else?
Are you going to release it on YouTube?
Yes, it will be going on YouTube. Yes, it absolutely will be. It will be going on the Jan Animation Studio channel, which I absolutely advise everybody check out and maybe drop a cheeky subscription. You wouldn't regret it. You should totally do it.
All right.
Not too sure when the release date is going to be, but yes, Volpwood.
Send me a link to Discord. I'll post it in podcast notes.
Sure, I might be able to find it right now if I
All right.
follow the link. Let me see. Oh, I got it. There it is. I'm posting it in the Discord.
Perfect. Now I have it.
And Sheriff Hayseed. These are just projects I mentioned before. Sheriff Hayseed, where I voice Donkey Boy Sean. There's another character I voice, which I unfortunately can't announce right now, but he's also a lot of fun. And I do the sound design and original music score for that. And is there anything else I'm working on? A couple of other scattered music voiceover projects. Nothing particularly big that immediately comes to the top of my head. I got a fucking project file on my desktop, literally called projects. So let me just open this and see what's happening. Oh, yo, I'm working on a fucking video game. That's a thing. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm
What's the
making
name
my
of
own
the video
little.
game?
We don't know at the moment. It's a work in progress thing. But
And
it's
what's
essentially
the
like
game
a.
about?
Oh, hang on. I've never done this as an elevator pitch, so I'll drop you the little image in chat. So it's based on sort of the old school Game Boy styled graphics,
Mm-hmm.
very very pixel based. But it's also got the like the color gamut of like the old NES games.
Mm-hmm.
If you're following anything, okay, this is a hard pitch, but I just need you to follow with me on this. So the idea
Go on.
initially stemmed from the fact that I know a few people who have experience in pixel art, game coding, and conceptual design.
Yep.
And it's always been like a little sort of, I don't know, a little sort of pipe dream. Like, yeah, you know what? I would love to be creative director of a fucking video game. I've played a lot of games in my time. I think I could make a game that would be fun, a game that I would like to play. And then we just sort of shot the shit with this group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more we got into the conversation and we started drafting up things and building the engine and putting the art in, it's like, okay, actually, this is shaping up a lot better than what I fucking thought it would be. So, yeah. Yeah, this is literally how it came in. Was from a case of going, well, fuck it, let's try it, and then it's actually happening, and now I owe paychecks to several people. But we're but we're building the concept as we go. So the idea that I've got is that um, I don't know the name of the game at the moment, but we have the lead protagonist who's called Rue, and Rue is sort of treasure hunter kangaroo mesh of a cyborg. It's a fucking weird pitch, and I'm sorry if this sounds so bizarre.
It's alright.
But she is basically she's going to this set of islands which has otherwise been considered off limits by XYZ government says so over here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and there's like fabled treasure and shit. And there are three islands with two stages. And each end of the island has like a boss. And you kill the boss and you get like the fucking key or the stone. It's very generic hero shit, collectathon. And you know, and you get all these items and then you unlock the final boss and sort of stuff. But it's a simple platformer, but it also is an opportunity for me to be creative director. I'm also managing sound design, and I get to write an original soundtrack against it as well, which is very fun because I get to use like the fucking old soundboards of like the NES and the fucking Genesis and stuff because I do enjoy myself some chip tune music.
Yeah, that
But
stuff's good.
yeah. So at the moment, the folder in my fucking project is called Fighter Roo. Because originally, I think the way we wanted it to go was going to be a little bit more of like a fucking Super Metroid kind of deal, where it's like projectiles and you know engaging with enemies and shit. Whereas now it's sort of like a platformer, projectile, like a not like a bullet hell, but certainly I guess like a Cuphead or like a Super Meat Boy sort of
Oh,
thing, which is
is it like a platformer game?
a kinda, yeah,
Yeah.
basically. But it's pixel based, and you know you get from you know go right, you know on the screen. But there's collectibles and shit. We're still figuring it out. I don't know why I brought it up because it's not fucking solid at the moment.
Do you
But
have a
that's
prototype? Like
not
that you can
I
download
I
play?
no. I have test footage. I have sample footage. I have oh god, let me see here. Do I've got a group chat on Discord here. Uh would they be okay with me sharing it? Oh fuck it, I'm creative director. I can share this. It's my fucking game. So let me see. So I will drop this video in chat with you.
All
And
right.
this is if it'll let me, can it let me? Discord, will you let me? Please, it'd be nice if you let me. So in the video that I'm sending you, this is a test for an enemy.
Let me see it.
Sure, it's like a basically a bird. that when it sees you,
Uh-huh.
it flaps and it tries to basically deal damage to you. But you can jump on it and it'll go poof and it'll disappear.
This looks like Chip
Um,
and Dale from NES.
I've
Really
never
old.
played Chippendale. I watched the
It's
series.
so
That
good.
theme
You
song
should
was stuck
try.
in my head for fucking years. Chippendale, rest
Chip and Dale is so
days.
good. It's
Oh,
like
it
one
was
of the
fucking
best games
great.
on NES.
I never played it. I played the Chom. I played the Tom and Jerry game on NES,
Tom and
but I
Jerry
never
is really
played the
good too.
Chippendale. Mm.
I didn't have it, but my neighbor had it, so I went to his place to play it when I was a
My
child.
neighbor had the fucking not Ducktales, Quack Shot.
Quackshot?
Do you? Oh, this was Sega. This was Genesis.
Oh, I've never owned Genesis. I've only had
Oh,
NES.
Quackshot was so fucking good. Donald Duck just being an adventurer. This motherfucker thought he was Lara Croft. He was going around the world, going to dungeons and shit and pyramids. If you ever get the chance to fucking, I'm not going to say emulate it because I don't, I don't condone piracy. But if you ever get the chance to,
To
I'm
buy it.
sure I think it's on Steam, like a Sega mega bundle collection or fucking something. Quackshot. It's so fucking good. Your weapon is a plunger gun.
Plunger.
You think I'm fucking joking? Seriously, and you can upgrade your plunger. You can make your red plunger to the green plunger. I'm gonna have to play that fucking game. I'm
Yeah,
on my
that sounds
second
really
beer,
good.
but I'll have to play that fucking game. But yeah, the little character is called Rue, and she is a little adventurer, a little treasure hunter. Why she's going out to these islands, I don't fucking know. We'll figure that out in the intro of the lore. We'll give us some dramatic backstory. I'm certain, but at the moment we're just focusing on core gameplay and trying to make it interesting.
Yeah. Well, it
Uh,
looks really cool. I really like the
well, well,
animations and like
well, thank you, man.
the
I'm
look
trying
of
to
it.
think if there's anything else that I'm working on. Oh, I'm doing voiceover for a Minecraft channel.
For a Minecraft channel.
For a channel that specializes on Minecraft videos. It's called Subs World, and every 2 days they will release a video giving you the top 10 tips about Minecraft videos, or the best
Mm-hmm.
way to troll your friends, or 10 things that you didn't know about Minecraft. And they've had me on for several videos, and they're doing incredibly well. And I am the narrator, and a lot of the comments think that I am the voice of the main character, which is very flattering. But yeah, it's good regular work. I'm very blessed to have them on with myself for the work that they have me on. And is there
Do you
anything
play
else about
Minecraft?
Project? Oh god, the last time I played Minecraft was before they had hunger as a part of their.
I've never played Minecraft. I don't
Have
even
you
know
not?
about hunger. No.
It's it's a lot of fun with
I know
more
it's like
people, with friends.
having its comeback this year. Like a lot of people play Minecraft again.
Oh, dude, it's been hot shit for fucking. Hang on, Minecraft release date. Okay, when do you think without you typing it in? When do you think Minecraft was dropped?
I think 10 years ago, 2009.
So 2009.
I think yeah.
You are right. 17th of May 2009,
Yeah.
according to Google research. So this game has been hot shit for about 10 years, but also semi recently has it picked up again,
Yeah.
big style, like really, really big. But I mentioned earlier that when I was getting music gigs in 2012,
Mm-hmm.
that was from Minecraft channels.
And did you do
So
music for Minecraft channels?
yeah, they were hiring me for like background music, parodies, covers, and things like that. And these channels have millions upon millions of subscribers. And I don't know how tight knitted these Minecraft channels were, but I seem to get passed around as a musician like a fucking smoking pipe. Like, hey, use this guy. This is my guy. I'm like, how, these guys would, give me wonderful amounts for the work that I was doing, and it helped sincerely. And that was where I started getting my big break, was with these Minecraft channels. And now I'm still doing Minecraft work. Only now I'm not doing music. I'm behind the microphone saying, oh wow, Subs just built himself a big house, but I wonder what's going to go inside it. Let's see. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds really good.
But to answer the earlier question, no, the last time I played Minecraft was probably, oh fuck, 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
7 years ago, I played it seriously. I have a server within my Discord with a group of people who play it casually, and I've dropped in a few times in there. But there has been so much that's been fucking added since the last time I played. I can't keep up with it. I don't know if it's a case of me just being fucking old as shit, but I can't keep up with these kids.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Like,
Do you
I have to
play?
ask the chat to type in capitals because grandpa's old and he can't hear it properly. Speak up, type in caps.
Do you play like video games at all?
I will tell you what is on my Steam list right now because I have about 250 games on Steam and about 220 of them I haven't installed or ever touched. So,
Christmas
on my
sales.
what well, some of these games go for like fucking $5 when their original price is like 20. So it's like, why would I not? So I have how many games here? Do I see this? Okay. 222. And out of those installed, this is what I play regularly, okay? I have Duck Game, I
I
have
played
Left
that
for
game.
I have Left for Dead 2 installed.
Hmm.
The last time I played that was about 2 weeks ago, and the last time I played before that was about 4 years ago.
I
So actually,
found my
I'm gonna
wife on Left for Dead.
I'm gonna uninstall Left 4 Dead 2. I have Player Unknown's Battleground, which I currently I have 555 hours on Player Unknown. That's the one that I'm playing the most. Is Player Unknown. I
Did you try
have
Fortnite?
Rust. Uh, I had it installed for about 20 minutes,
All
and
the
then I
kids play
didn't
my
get it.
Fortnite.
I tried it. I really did, Ratcha. I tried it. I went in with an open mind, and I was like, "All right, let's give it a go." And within 5 minutes, like this isn't a fucking game. I just uninstalled the fucking thing. And then I have Rust, which I have 127 hours on.
Hmm.
Uh, when did I install Rust? Does it tell me? I'm sure it does. I just don't
When
know
did you
whether.
play 100 hours in it?
Oh, I got the fucking Rust early access. I got this on 2014 is when I got Rust.
Hmm.
That's a good game if you play
I've
it
never
in a
played it.
large group of people. But I never got to the part where I was able to start fashioning like fucking weapons, like guns and shit. And there would always be the clan that would come into my little fucking wooden shack and just completely decimate everything. And at that point, you just rage quit because to rebuild takes you like another fucking 6 hours. So why bother? I have Super Animal Royale. That's a lot of fun. I enjoy that, but I
I've never
haven't
played
touched
it
that
then.
in a while. And I have Uno, which
Uno
is a good drinking game. Yeah.
on
So
Steam. Uno.
yes, yes, yeah, yeah. Do you not know this?
No?
No, it's good. Yeah, it's great. You can play up to 4 players.
Online.
It's a little bit buggy, but it's good. It's you have a lot of toggle options. Um, and out of my 250 games, that's it. Oh, I have Hollow Knight as well. Hollow Knight's good. I do like Hollow Knight.
Hmm.
But yeah, out of having everything installed, I have Super Animal Royale, Rust, Player Unknown, and Duck Game. I fucking love Duck Game. I will 1v1 anybody on Duck Game.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't really play too many video games all that much. I'm unless it's I don't know, unless it's something that I regularly enjoy, but it helps to obviously play with somebody else. The thing
Hmm.
is that I'm always delving myself into work most of the time because it's good to be productive. It
Oh yeah.
feels good to be creative. And I should probably give myself a little bit more of a break than what I actually do. But yeah, the best way to get me into a game is say you want to play Duck Game, and I will fucking play for a good couple of hours.
Sounds good. Yeah.
But
Like.
the games that I am looking forward to next year is oh gosh. Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, Last of Us. Yeah,
Oh yes, that's going to be an instant buy. That's
should be
going to be
really
a
good.
pre-order sort of situation.
Hmm.
And oh god, what the fuck is the name of it? Oh, is it on my wish list? What do I see my wish list? Let's see. Click. What have I got here? No, that's it. Last of Us Part 2. Okay. I thought there was more. I'm evidently a boring bastard, but yeah, Last of Us Part 2. That's going to be an absolute for next year.
All right. Do you like? Do you have a gaming console or do you play on PC? Like only PC?
PC. PC all the way. I used to have a 360,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my baby. That was my absolute. Oh god, that that was my baby girl. I had Halo 3. I had all the rock bands on there, and then eventually I just stopped using it because a lot of the Xbox games uh, came onto the PC version with Microsoft. I know that the Halo Master Chief Collection is soon
Mm-hmm.
going to be coming to PC, and yeah, I don't really touch console. I have a, I say I, we have a PS4. Myself and my partner, we have a PS4,
Mm-hmm.
but that's more theirs. But I am all about the PC gaming. I've built myself a decent gaming machine about 4 years ago. I've got a decent CPU, got a decent GPU. So I always opt for having the PC experience if I can, because I've got myself quite a lovely 4K monitor and I do enjoy playing my games in 4K if they can hold up to the fucking frame rate. So I will always go for the PC option.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah. The only reason I would touch a console is basically for the exclusives at this point.
All right. What stuff did you play like exclusives console?
Um, Halo 3, the Rock Band series. Oh gosh. Rareware collection. Uh, the Halo Master Chief collection. And then for PS4, I believe the Spyro trilogy, they're reignited. Last of Us, Detroit Become Human. I'm not too sure if that is PS4 only, though. I think there
I
may be
think
an X.
it's PS4
I think there
only.
was no, surely not. Not Detroit.
Is it?
Let's see. We're gonna find out together.
I don't know.
Become Human Xbone. Let's see. No, wow, PS4. Wow, holy shit. Okay, yeah. So that. Uh, anything else that I played that was exclusive? No, I don't think so. No, I think that was it. I think what I listed off was it. Yeah, a very boring catalog, I'm sure.
I've only played Detroit Become Human from like
What did you think?
yeah, it's quite cool. Like
I
we've
thought
been
it was
playing it with my
fucking neat.
wife. She was
Yeah.
taking the gamepad from me all the time, so I didn't really play it. I've been watching it.
But it's a fucking cool game in the concept of
Yeah,
where technology would be several years from now. But it wasn't in a concept where you would think, oh, that would never fucking happen. It was that sort of, wow, that could probably actually happen. This
yeah,
could be
yeah.
where things are, 50, 30 years from now. It was fucking cool. I enjoyed it.
I
I
think it
think,
will be like in 20 years.
yeah. Oh, I don't know. Are we going to have humanoid, uh, I don't know what better way to call them, assistants?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like in 15 years, 20 years.
You reckon so?
Yeah, like
Would you have an assistant drawing your art? Think
maybe.
about it. It would save
Yeah,
you so much
maybe.
time and money. Yeah, yeah,
I think I will. I
yeah.
will hire a robotic assistant to draw my art.
And then I will hire someone to write Scratch 21 for me, and I won't have to do a goddamn thing. It'll be amazing.
Do you want to go like retire or because like for me, working keeps me sane. Like if I stop working, I get depressed like really quickly.
I when you say retire, keep in mind that I haven't, I've still got a lot to do with my time that I've got here. Um, this is maybe a question to ask me when my eyesight's gone, I can't hear anymore, and I'm sucking soup through a fucking straw
No,
sort
I
of
mean
deal.
like, do you want to like get a lot of money and just go travel, lie on the beach, drink martini, and have fun? Or do you
I
want to
think
continue working even if you have a lot of money?
I think vacation every once in a while is nice, and you need that break, certainly. But if you're asking me if I could ever stop creatively, I
Yeah.
don't think I could. I don't think I could. There's a drive within myself where it's not even a case of I need to one up my last project. It's that I have ideas, and if I don't put them to paper, or to digital paper, as however you want to call it, it would be a struggle for me. I like
Mm-hmm.
being creative. I like making stuff. I like building shit,
Yeah.
and seeing my what talent I'd like to hope that I've got being built before me, and go, you know what, I can still fucking do this. I can make this, and I'm proud of what I'm doing. I don't know if I would ever retire, but it's still fucking, yeah, it's like a case of if I had, if I won the fucking lottery, how much
Yeah.
would my life change? Sure, I'd get myself a decent place to live. I would clear off all debts and credit cards, but that money's going to wear out eventually,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't matter whether I'm living in a mansion or a fucking shack somewhere down by the side of the river. I'm going to still have that drive to want to create stuff. And that isn't a case of no matter how much money I do or don't have is going to be quenched. That's all going to come from me. So I don't think I would ever find myself in a case of retiring. Certainly not at this age. Maybe, when I'm pushing 80, 70, 90, or whatever, and I've got the money to settle on, and I can have the next 15, 20 years to just relax and travel the world. Maybe that's something to consider. But right now, I'm gonna be working until I either die in the job, or a car fucking hits me on the way to work. That's the way I'm going at it.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like really cool. I personally feel the same way. Like I really
That's
hope
cool.
I'll
Getting hit
work
by the
till I
car
die.
part. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think this is a good place to finish this like first podcast.
Sure thing. Sure.
All right. Yeah. Thank you for participating in this, and it was a real pleasure to talk to you.
Well, thank you so much for having me as your first guest on your first episode ever.
Thank you. All right. Yeah. See ya.
Take care.